Welcome to Dreamy Tales, where soothing stories guide you into a peaceful night's sleep. Enjoy imaginative bedtime stories that take you on a journey to the land of dreams, accompanied by relaxing background sounds to help you unwind and drift off easily. Perfect for both children and adults, Dreamy Tales is your ideal companion to relax, wind down, and enjoy tranquil moments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with others. Tune in, relax, and let your mind wander into a world of calm and serenity with us. Winter had come early to the enchanted land of Fairies. The once vibrant meadows and blooming forests were now blanketed in thick layers of snow, turning the world into a quiet, frozen landscape. Nestled between the towering Frostpine Mountains lay a mysterious valley known as Winter's Hollow, a place filled with an ancient and eerie silence. The fairies who once lived there had disappeared without a trace, and no one knew why or how. In the heart of the Fairy Council, concern had grown over the vanishing fairies. Stories of Winter's Hollow had long been whispered in the darker corners of their world, tales of a hidden power that lurked beneath the ice. Yet, no one had dared to explore the valley since the fairies' disappearance. A brave fairy named Elara, with shimmering wings and a curious heart, had decided that she could not sit by and do nothing. She was determined to find the missing fairies and uncover the secrets of Winter's Hollow. As the youngest member of the Fairy Guard, Elara had always dreamed of a great adventure, and though her heart was filled with fear, she knew that this was her time. With a satchel of enchanted herbs for protection and a cloak woven from the warmest winter moss, Elara set out on her journey. The path to Winter's Hollow was treacherous. The icy winds howled through the trees, and the snowdrifts were so deep that even the strongest fairies struggled to fly against them. But Elara was swift and light, and with determination, she soared above the frozen forests. As she approached Winter's Hollow, an unsettling cold crept over her wings. The air here was still, unnaturally so, as if time itself had frozen along with the land. The snow glistened like glass, and a pale mist hovered over the ground, swirling ominously. Elara's wings fluttered nervously, but she pressed on, landing at the edge of the hollow. The valley before her was a sprawling expanse of ice and snow, broken only by jagged rocks and the skeletal remains of trees that had long since died. In the center stood an ancient stone gate, its surface etched with forgotten symbols. This was the entrance to Winter's Hollow, the last place the missing fairies had been seen. As Elara approached the stone gate, she felt a strange sensation wash over her, as though the air around her was filled with whispers. She hesitated, but something drew her forward. The gate was locked, but Elara remembered a story her grandmother once told her about an ancient fairy magic that could unlock the secrets of the past. She reached into her satchel and pulled out a small vial of crystal dust, one of the enchanted herbs she had brought with her. She sprinkled the dust onto the gate and whispered the words of the spell her grandmother had taught her. The symbols on the gate began to glow, their light piercing through the mist. Slowly, the gate creaked open, revealing a path that led deeper into the hollow. Elara hesitated for only a moment before stepping through. The world beyond the gate was even more eerie than the frozen valley outside. The air was thick with magic, and the trees, though covered in snow, seemed to pulse with a strange energy. Elara could feel the presence of something ancient, something powerful, watching her every move. As Elara ventured deeper into the hollow, she saw no signs of life, no animals, no birds, and certainly no fairies. The silence was overwhelming, broken only by the crunch of her footsteps in the snow. But then, she heard it, a faint, melodic hum. It was soft at first, but as she followed the sound, it grew louder, guiding her toward a frozen lake at the center of the hollow. The lake was unlike anything she had ever seen. Its surface was as smooth as glass, reflecting the pale winter sky above. But beneath the ice, strange shadows moved, swirling like dark clouds trapped beneath the surface. And in the center of the lake stood a great, twisted tree, its branches bare, but glowing with a faint, ethereal light. Elara felt a chill run down her spine. This tree was not natural. It was ancient, older than any magic she had ever encountered, and it radiated a cold, malevolent energy. But there was something else, something familiar. As she stared into the icy depths, she saw them. The missing fairies, trapped beneath the surface, their wings frozen in the ice. Elara gasped in horror. The fairies were alive, but they were suspended in a deep, magical sleep, their bodies frozen in time. How had this happened? And why? She fluttered to the edge of the lake, her heart pounding. There had to be a way to free them. But before she could move closer, a voice echoed through the hollow. Who dares disturb the hollow? Elara spun around, her wings trembling. From the shadows of the trees emerged a figure, tall and cloaked in darkness. His eyes glowed with a cold, blue light, and his presence sent a wave of fear through Elara's heart. This was no ordinary being, this was the guardian of Winter's Hollow, the one responsible for the disappearance of the fairies. Why have you taken them? Elara demanded, trying to keep her voice steady. The guardian's eyes narrowed. They ventured where they did not belong. This is a place of ancient magic, and those who seek its power must pay the price. Elara clenched her fists. They didn't know. They were just trying to survive the winter. The guardian tilted his head, his gaze piercing. The magic of this hollow is not for mortals to use. It belongs to the winter itself. Elara's mind raced. She couldn't defeat the guardian, his power was far beyond hers. But perhaps there was another way. She stepped forward, her wings shimmering in the dim light. What if I make a bargain? I'll leave your hollow in peace, but you must release the fairies. The guardian's expression was unreadable. For a moment, he said nothing, and the silence was suffocating. Then, finally, he spoke. You are brave to make such an offer, little fairy. But the magic that holds them is not easily undone. There is only one way to break the spell. Elara's heart skipped a beat. Tell me, she whispered. The guardian's voice was low, almost a whisper. You must offer something of equal value in exchange, a piece of your own magic. Elara hesitated. Her magic was a part of her very being, and without it, she would be weaker, perhaps even unable to fly. but she knew what she had to do. "Then take it," she said, her voice steady. "If it means saving them, take my magic." The guardian smiled, a cold, eerie smile, and with a wave of his hand, Elara felt a strange sensation wash over her. Her wings dimmed, their glow fading slightly, and she felt a part of her strength leave her. But as she looked toward the lake, the ice began to melt, and one by one, the fairies were freed from their frozen prison. The fairies, dazed but alive, fluttered weakly to the shore, their wings trembling from the cold. Elara rushed to their side, helping them to their feet. They were safe. She had done it. As they made their way back through the hollow, the guardian's voice echoed behind them. "Remember, little fairy, magic always comes with a price." Elara nodded, her wings heavy but her heart light. She had saved her friends, and though she had lost a part of her magic, she knew it was a price worth paying. When they returned to the village, the fairies hailed Elara as a hero. She had unlocked the secrets of Winter's Hollow and saved them all from a terrible fate. And though the guardian's warning echoed in her mind, she knew that her bravery and selflessness had made her stronger than any magic ever could.